Alright, so Xenolord Ultra PAL damage only, not player damage only. Player AFK, I guess. Just no PAL swapping, nothing like that. Just these default 15 base PALs in the base. So you can see that rock that they went mining for. You probably want to destroy that, otherwise you get a couple of Bastigors or all of them just stacking up. Running 6 Meteorines, I believe, in this fight, then Absolute Frost and Holy Burst on all pals, and for the remaining 9, just Airblade. So not running Glacial Impact, just because, again, Xenolord Ultra, you kind of want to minimize stacking. Now, this current patch, pals are stacking on their own anyway, so it might not have been that bad kind of thing, but then you get this, if they use Glacial Impact while Xenolord Ultra is using Cosmic Meteor, they sometimes just end up outside the base or up on cliffs. Just a couple of issues with Glacial Impact, otherwise it's a pretty good skill, especially for burst damage, for hitting like the first stun phase quickly, taking care of some of the ads with a big area of effect. I just feel like it works pretty well a lot of the time, but then there are a couple of downsides in some fights where you just get like 15 Bastigors dying to one fireball, one stone beat, or ending up like on the cliffs or outside the base. So just opting to use Airblade. Airblade is also pretty nice because it prioritizes lower than Holy Burst. So you'll get this first wave of Holy Burst a lot sooner in the fight, and then like if they both come off cooldown at the same time, you'll get Holy Burst. While Glacial Impact just has a very long animation time, so your pals will end up doing Absolute Frost, Glacial Impact, and then a pretty long time into the fight they end up doing Holy Burst. And also for some reason pals are opting to use Ice Missile as the first attack. Most of the time. Sometimes you'll spot like one or two of your raid pals using Absolute Frost or something first. It seems a bit random, or maybe if they're not in range for the skill or something. Not really sure what causes it. Pretty bad timing there with the first Meteorines, but that's why we're running a couple of more Meteorines. I think like if you time it perfectly you can get away with just 4. I'm running 6 in this video here. Just feel like it protects a little bit against that bad luck. The first Bastigor going down, now that is an Alpha Bastigor, so now with Trust doesn't seem to factor in Alpha Pals, so in the previous patch it was somewhere around 16% bonus HP from being Alpha. Now these Bastigors are only getting, I think it was like 7% more with max Trust, so that's the difference between this attempt and the attempt yesterday, is that I decided to just give all these pals to Peaches now. So they earn their Peaches by getting Xenolord to 2% yesterday without Peaches. It's the exact same army really, just with Peaches now. I did try to mix in a couple of Lylines, but the Lyline healing thing doesn't seem to work really well. Especially against Xenolord Ultra, who just kind of like fireballs them to death and stuff. The pals being spread out a little bit doesn't help. I feel like I only saw like 1 or 2 heals pop off before the Lylines all died. So I just went back to this full-on 15 Bastigors. So the Bastigors are running Serenity, Demon God, Legend, and Musclehead. So no Lunker yet. That army is still in the works. I believe Lunker would be pretty nice, especially if you choose to go for these like 6 Meteorines, and then the remaining 9 you breed double Blizzard Spike, which I have not done. And then you can sort of do double Blizzard Spike, Absolute Frost, Lunker, and you probably want Holy Burst over Glacial Impact. Maybe Glacial Impact will be a factor. But you can see in the top right, there's 4 incapacitated Bastigors. We can see how much remaining HP the others have. So maybe like, we will see if Lunker ends up being a like overall DPS gain. But you can see a lot of them are looking very healthy. So maybe the added defense from Lunker isn't necessary. Could swap Lunker and Legend instead of Lunker and Musclehead. Something like that, but we'll sort of see how that plays out once that Lunker army is ready. So for now, this army seems to work, the old Faebreak army with a bunch of Meteorine pals. So thanks for watching.